This is one big schnut. Right, Dwight here and his pal, Snot, they have given me, or dug up, a bunch of torchflower seeds and pitcher pods. And I believe one of these is this one, torchflower, is how you make more sniff. Oh, look at that. Mwah. Oh, cute. And then, what I need is an egg. What I need is an egg. I don't actually need more sniffers. I would love an egg somehow. So apparently it just gets dropped on the floor like this. That's good. So, why did I need this? Because ever since I've seen this block, I haven't been able to get this design idea out of my mind. Every update or so, there's a new way or a better way to make a lampshade. And this update just made the best lampshade that ever has been concocted. Look at that. Doesn't that look like an absolutely fabulous lampshade for your house? The only issue that I run into is eventually, and this is an egg, this is a double egg, this is a double yolker. The egg hatches and your lamp walks away and you're left with just egg. And now I'm going to potentially sacrifice an egg to find out if it drops with Silk Touch. It does. Okay, now I'm going to find out if you need Silk Touch. You don't. Okay, experimenting over. My knowledge of the update is not the best. I know the bare minimum here. So, from my understanding, you can farm these on tilled soil like this. Oh, okay, that's not what I expected from that one. Can I bone meal them? You'd think so. Yes. And actually that does look like a pitcher plant there. Carnivorous even. And then this, so if I now harvest these, okay, you get a pitcher plant for this one. Does that turns into cyan dye, and the torch flower turns into orange dye. That means you can only get seeds from the sniffers. They don't, unless I'm missing something, they don't self-perpetuate. And you can move them from the tilled soil to normal soil. And these plants actually are pretty perfect for decorating my base. The color scheme, that orange and the blue, they look really at home amongst my rocks. So I kind of want some, and it wouldn't go amiss to collect some cyan dye. I might be missing something on these yet. So interestingly, this half looks like a turnip on its own, or a parsnip, or a swede, whatever you want to call it. And then this half is, so it's too tall, but if you destroy the top one, obviously it all goes tumbling down. Yeah, I have a feeling that these plants might go quite a long way in the form of both my base and the shopping district, which means we actually need a sniffer farm. So I shouldn't have got rid of these, should I? We'll need quite a few more eggs. And since we are also in 1.20, I am definitely going to take the time to make a small but efficient bamboo farm. I could just borrow Mumbo's, but it hasn't got an on button from what I can tell, so he's foiled my plan. If there's no button that goes on, I can't find it. So once we've got enough to expand this a little, we'll then go ahead and build some slime block redstone, which I have done in the past, and it's not too difficult. Goodness gracious me, that grows fast. I haven't done anything. Now, I forgot to mention the crucial point of today's video. I don't have long to make it. I don't have long at all. I've got like 12 hours to make an entire episode, which may mean it's a short episode. And I did, when I logged on, I noticed a whole bunch of signs up here. Thank you so much for the dragon egg. I had a blast finding it, left a present for you. It is in front of Mumbo's bunker, Zed. The greatest gift is friendship. Oh, thanks again, Zed. There's nothing suspicious about this at all, is there? There's a zombie. There's a zombie with moss carpet and a pane above it with a Mumbo crown on it. Is it... Should I crouch? This is mildly terrifying because I don't think Zed's been on? This is really suspicious activity because if he was going to give me the crown, it probably would have just been here, right? What's with all the leading me over there deal? Why Mumbo's bunker? Why not just leave it here in an item frame? Why spread out the signs? I think it might have something to do with the fact that there's not a lot to hide a trap underneath, or something of that nature. Well, we gotta try and take the crown. How do we get the crown off him? How do we act? Oh! Oh my goodness. I thought I activated the trap. Okay. Oh, there can only be one. Does that say B? There can only something best friend. I think that says there can only be one best friend. Do I just... I have no option, right? I just do it. I'm gonna sleep on this. It just sniffed me while I slept. Bro, that's weird. Schnoot. That's a... No, that's a weird thing. Do I... Oh, no, he's right. That looks like the real crown. And if it drops it, I'll have a crown. I'll just do it. Did I get it? Did I get it? Did I get it? Oh. Ah! Oh. This isn't something you fix super quickly. This isn't the kind of thing you need to happen during a very short episode. He blew up the door. But I got the crown. I don't like how I got the crown. And it's not you. What do you mean? I've got a crown. Is it a fake crown? Is it a real... I better put this stuff in here. In my humble opinion, this might have been Doc and not Zed, because Zed wouldn't do this. So how did this happen? I completely forgot that Skulk can, when a mob dies, it turns the block underneath it to Skulk, which can then be detected. Oh my... I think we have our confirmation. What? Only Doc builds stuff out of diamond ore. So, wait, hold on. I'm still processing what's just happened. I almost missed it as well. I turned around and boom. A mob died here. It was detected by the Skulk catalyst, which then it was detected that happened, but then somehow that looks like a TNT cannon. But how did the TNT cannon get TNT from here to the door? This doesn't make sense. How did the TNT get to the door? I truly am struggling to comprehend how a TNT got from in there to here with absolutely no barrier to entry at all. They warn you against aggravating wild animals, and I just poked the goat. I poked the goat. I have poked the goat. Let's poke him some more. I mean, that's mighty impressive. So what do we do here? Yeah, Zed didn't do this. Okay. Alright. I see how this is. I see how this is gonna play out. Alright? I'm fully aware of how this is all gonna shake up. And we might need one of these. I've only got 12 hours to act on this. I don't know what to do. Right. I need help. I haven't got enough time. But what I do have are eggs. And sometimes in Minecraft, all you need are eggs. Now, the thing about chickens is that they're incredibly easy to spawn, but as they grow and fly around and waddle off into various directions, they're not that easy to actually kill en masse. Why don't we leave a little present for Doc of our own and prove that you don't need more than 2 brain cells, you just need a lot of eggs. Oh, look. The cleaning lady is pleased. 10 out of 10 storage. Thanks, Pearl. Now, I did actually want to grab a sign because I just realized I left this here with nothing. And I'm just going to be honest. I don't know how to physically, emotionally, or spiritually fix this. That's it. If I don't know how to physically, emotionally, or spiritually fix this. Oh my goodness, I can edit this. Look at this. Grammar. Oh, now that's a great little addition. Scar's got himself online, so let's go and find him. Oh, there he is, Scar! Just went past him.
Well, hello there.
Hi. Scar, where did he go? What? How did he get over there? Whoa,
There you are.
Why is your base covered in poop?
That's
Who's pooed on the floor?
Yeah, I've had some issues with the manure here and the skulls up in the air, as you can see. You see the skulls?
Uh-huh. Actually, yeah,
The wither skulls?
that's pretty on topic actually, because I've actually come to you for a similar
To kill Doc?
reason. Yeah, Doc. I've come to you for a similar reason. He done got me as well.
What did he do to you?
It was a disproportionate response. He lost like 10 blocks of a wall, so he made me blow up Mumbo's base.
Oh, he blew Mumbo's.
Can you hold still?
You
two
wanna
can
look
play
at
at this
but I'm
game.
refusing to let you. Oh, I saw there was like a creature with a crown. Is that what blew up?
Yeah, I don't know if this is a real one, but I now have a purple crown.
I mean, it's yours now.
Yeah, I
You
don't know.
are
The
the
thing is, I
G.
don't know. I have no idea if this is an authentic one or one he just like bootlegged or what. So
I mean, I feel like you can strut it around after losing half your base. I feel like
I didn't lose
you
half
are
my
now
base.
King G.
No, it's worse than that. He blew up Mumbo's vault door. Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
A few more steps back.
A couple more steps. A couple more steps.
And I have no idea how to fix it, but I do know how to retaliate, or I've got an idea to retaliate.
Does Mumbo know yet?
No, I left him a sign that explains everything. You know what? Revenge is probably the priority here. And also, there's part of me, this little part of me, maybe a big part of me, that just wants to see what happens when you really poke the goat.
Ooh. I want to poke the goat. Can we burn down the flag
But
at
hey,
the same time?
look, we need plausible deniability here. So if you've got, like, maybe an alter ego of some kind, someone that can take the blame for you, perhaps...
No. Wait.
Perhaps you got someone like that in my...
Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute.
Oh, it's not. It's not. This costume change is taking far too long. I've been robbed.
Did someone say Hawkeye? Okay, we lost Gran. Where'd he go?
You took too long with the costume change. The bad guys hurt me and got away.
What just happened? Where are you? Why are you a disembodied voice? Oh, there you are. Hello. Did somebody call a Hawkeye?
Exactly. Okay, right. So here, my plan is really simple. Really simple. Have you ever wondered the answer to this simple question? How many chickens is too many?
Oh. I've also wondered how many Hawkeyes may be too many.
So,
But
one
the chickens.
is the answer to that. Hey,
This one. Okay.
listen.
Okay.
So, I need somewhere to experiment with this, and I know this great place where the chickens can't escape.
Uh-huh.
It's like this big hole in the ground that appeared at some point.
You
So-
want to fill the hole with poultry product?
And I don't mean just like a few chickens. I mean we're gonna push the server to the limits, maybe break it.
I love to break things.
Cool. All right, let's grab some redstone stuff, dispensers and etc., and meet at the perimeter. Scar's got a whole building dedicated to the TCG. That's actually extremely convenient because I'm about to do some shameless self-promotion right now. If you didn't know, the TCG released a pre-order for the real thing. Like, you can really buy all the TCG cards for real life. We're releasing a signed Hermit card of an alternate art that's all protected up in a nice case, and it looks amazing. So if you just wanted to collect your favorite Hermit's cards, then you now have the opportunity. So this is what it's going to look like. It will be signed and in this case, and there is a slight difference in the price between a signed and an unsigned card, and that's purely to cover the costs of shipping. It has nothing to do with the value of the signature. There's no value on the signature whatsoever, and there's an unlimited amount. There's no restrictions or anything, and please take note of this. This is a pre-order, and it ships closer to Christmas, so I know it's extremely early to be thinking about it, but if there's a Christmas present that you perhaps want, this may work out well. So you will be waiting, as printing times, signing times, there's an awful lot of work that needs to go into this. And here's the artwork in full detail. It looks absolutely gorgeous. And if you look carefully, there's a few extra details in there. So that's my TCG card, and I really love it. So if you want a signed card, go ahead and check that out. But for now, I am going to get everything I possibly can to make this chicken thing a reality.
Well, hello there.
Hello.
I brought back greetings from the Redstone shop. Greetings. Look at this.
All right, I think this is going to be perfect. So we just need to make a couple of prototypes. I think it's pretty simple. So we just load up chickens above this and let them fire and spawn.
Oh, so we just put the chickens up here. Their eggs drop into the dispenser, and it's
yeah,
just doop, doop,
and then
doop,
it's just a waiting game. But if we make enough of these machines, we will have a ton of chickens.
Graham, we're not allowed here. We're banned, remember?
We are. I see no sign that says we're banned. Do you?
I don't see a Hawkeye on that sign.
Wait, I don't see the sign. Do you see the sign?
Yeah, I see it's over there.
Well, I can't read.
Nope.
No.
That's a waffle and a star.
Yeah, that is not us. So we do love a loophole. That is Scar and that is Green, and I see neither of those guys here right now. So we're in the clear. Let's go back. So I think the machine goes something like that. I mean, I'm no redstone expert, but I believe that would work exactly. As soon as one goes in, it fires straight out.
How do you make it auto-click? Oh, you've got
the redstone and
the
stuff.
Contraption.
Yeah.
The comprap.
That's exactly what it is. We got the Crababadabur.
What's it actually called?
A Crababadabur.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Oh, you were saying comparator.
I was trying. That's what it was. It just had a brain blank. Can a man have a brain blank?
We'll have to wait for them to grow up.
And then do we want to make multiple of these, like, as modules across here?
When do you think we're gonna grow up? We're filling a man's base with so many chickens that he won't be able to move.
No sight on the horizon, Grian.
Yeah,
no sight on the
I
horizon.
agree on that. See, you can mess with a lot of things, but you don't mess around with my friendship with Mumbo. Come hither, my children. Come hither. Follow me.
Let him go. Oh, that's the cutest thing
Together
I've
we
ever
shall
seen.
take down the perimeter. I feel like I need to do my speech here. There was once an enormous hole that threatened Hermitcraft. It is not this hole. You, my minions, shall destroy it with your ones and your zeros. You shall make this place unbearable to be in.
Here, here.
Okay, we now have some adults in here, and what we're gonna do is harvest the eggs in this chest, and then distribute it on this gigantic machine, and then, hopefully, with a bit of luck, this whole place will be full of chickens.
And
Scar. Right, I think we should now turn this into a bit of a time lapse. Because we got a lot. There's a few hours of work here to be done, and I think this can only be appreciated at speed. get back. Look at the chickens just staring at me because I got seeds in my hand. Look how many chickens there are. It's a sea of them. Jeez. Oh, it's starting to get to the point where we're finding the limit of how many chickens the server can handle. I did get a message overnight from Cub. Hey, Grian, are you doing something? The server's having a hard time right now. Yeah, it certainly is. Once you deload all the chickens, it starts to free up. But look at this. Oh, and it just keeps going. Now, eventually, it does thin as you get towards the no entry sign. So, we do need to do a bit of manual redistribution. If I had more time on my hands, I would have done one of these all the way around the perimeter to fill it all in. But maybe that's an escalation for another time. The other thing you can do is manually just keep firing eggs this way, because they're laying so many on the floor. That's probably half of the lag is just these eggs on the floor. Want to make sure you get some in the water there so that they're a pain to clean up. Now, how we manually redistribute is we have to take seeds. Oh. They love me. We're going to take a chunk of them. Oh my goodness. And we're going to go this way. Follow Mummy. We fire as we redistribute. This is just insane. Now, I am slightly... They protect me. Look at this. I cannot... They are my chicken shield. The slimes cannot hurt me. Alright, this might take a while to redistribute. But here we go. And then we set them free. And they should naturally disperse. That's what we want. That's exactly what we want. Let them naturally find their own place among their new home in the perimeter. Now, naturally, I had to turn friendly creature sound off, but I am now curious what that does sound like down here. I wonder if I can fill the entire screen with chickens. If the answer's I can't, then I don't have enough chickens. There's like some sort of mass clicking that's kind of not working. I'm gonna have to turn the music off again. I'm just gonna float around like this for a while and let the chickens spawn. Welcome to the perimeter. It's our home now. Follow me, everyone. We must disperse. Meanwhile, it's hard to see, but this thing is still firing. It is still firing, and I've officially run out of time for this episode, but this is pretty good in terms of numbers, and maybe Scar will be able to keep this thing flying overnight and disperse them a bit more. Okay, so what I'm going to do is leave my camera account spawning more and more chickens while we wait for Doc to log on, which is up to him at this point. The longer he waits to get back to the server, the worse this is gonna look. And we should head back and actually make something more productive. Something a little bit more productive, because, I mean, this is probably the most productive thing ever, but I have achieved nothing. As I said earlier, I did have very limited time on this episode, and I spent it all getting back at Doc. So I'm going to turn my attention to this bamboo farm, but I'm going to have to say a very, very fond farewell to you, and I shall see you in the next episode. If you did enjoy this episode, please do consider subscribing. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye.